Okay guys, so welcome to this next video. So what we're covering here is the exact methods. I think there's going to be 4 that you're going to need to adopt if you want to double or even triple your prices as an agency. So I know some of you are going to hear that and say, thank God, oh my God, thank God Leo, the CEO of New Age Sales and Marketing, has finally saved me. Finally, from the bottomless pit of being poor. I cannot believe it. I can't believe my luck. But then again, some of you are going to probably be thinking, I don't know why this is even necessary. I don't know why this is, even worth a conversation. And if you want to break past the plateaus and you're sort of not aware of this, that it might be the thing that's stopping you from scaling really rapidly and efficiently. So before I get into the video, I just want to sort of throw it out there. If you've watched a few of my videos, if you're enjoying the content, I'd hugely appreciate a subscription. And if you want to drop a comment as well and just sort of let me know what parts are resonating so I know what you guys like, that'd be awesome, because I'm kind of planning to be around for the next 5 to 10 to 25 years. So I want to make sure that the effort that's going into these videos is going in the right direction. So I'm not really aiming to be a super guru-y type of person. But basically what's going on is I just want to make sure that from the sense of the style of videos that I'm making, that you guys are getting value, because I genuinely love this stuff. This is pretty much my passion that I've figured out in the last few days. I've been doing some soul searching, and I absolutely love this stuff. So I just want to drive the most possible value for you guys. So let me know if there's any questions that you have. If you have anything you want me to get into, drop a comment. I'll make you a specific video. We're obviously still very early stages, so with that out of the way, let's get into it. So when you charge high ticket, pretty much what you get is an immediate increased revenue and cash flow. So high prices basically allow you to get your cash flow up straight away. So an essential factor in any business is pretty much you need your lifestyle supported. So you need your food and et cetera, et cetera. But you also need to invest in growth. And you also need to funnel the cash flow into bigger and better business opportunities. So this means that you can get more employees, you can get better consultants, you can spend more time on you can spend more money on advertising. Basically what you want to do is stay very agile and avoid the major bottlenecks using cash. So with this, there's one option that you can do in terms of reducing your expenses, or you can simply raise your prices and increase the cash. I choose to do both. So I'm driving a shitty car. I'm driving, the apartment's pretty lean, employees are lean, and you want to stay very, very cash heavy so you can deploy the cash when you need to. On top of that, you're also going to get better quality clients when you charge high ticket, because by charging more, you're more likely to attract people that are actually going to understand the value of your services and also have the budget to invest in premium marketing and sales. So with that, they're also going to be the ones that are getting better results. So all of a sudden, if you're working with higher level people, you're not going to have to deal with things like mindset issues. You're not going to have to deal with small bottlenecks that you might have experienced when you're working with poor clients. It just doesn't happen. On top of that, you're also going to be able to invest in new tech. So when things come out, you need to be an early adopter. And with that, you need more tech. You also get more perceived value as well. So you kind of price people out of the market just by being the most expensive option. And you also sort of differentiate yourself from the other people in the agency space, and you kind of get Prada positioning, which is very important. With all of these things too, essentially the end result is that you have less volume and you have more focus. So with the high prices, eventually you just get to take on less amount of clients, so fewer volume of clients, and you get to focus more on delivering better results for those specific clients. So potentially that reduces your stress, that enhances your job satisfaction. All of a sudden you're enjoying yourself a bit more, and getting better results and getting a better client experience is pretty much just going to make them happier too. So all of a sudden you're reducing churn, you're getting better marketing collateral, your results are better. All of a sudden they're giving you referrals. So then you can use that to go back out into the market and get more clients just by posting the results you've gotten, instead of having to slave away over cold looms and cold emails and doing all this stuff, and basically just makes things 10 times easier. Whereas on the flip side, if you do get stuck charging these 3-figure retainers to broke clients, basically you're just going to be poor forever, number one, because you don't have the resources to hire properly. All of a sudden you need to rely on VAs to help scale. And all of your time is going to be basically spent in fulfillment because of that. So you can't get in A-level players to help you fulfill and help you sell. The clients that you have are going to push you around because they barely respect you enough to respond to your Slack messages on time, or send you the necessary assets that you need to do whatever it is that you do, whether that be advertising or cold email or whatever it may be that you do for your clients. Essentially what happens when you do this is your life just dwindles away, sitting behind your desk, and you hate life and everything's grey and it's the worst. Sorry. So if you are looking to do this and you need to charge high price, you want to double that price point, triple that price point, collect huge amounts of cash, this is the exact method and the exact methodology that you're going to use to do so. Number one is use sales ability and status. So if you suck at talking, there's pretty much zero chance that anyone is ever going to trust you with a large sum of money. A lot of sales is about status. So all of this stuff is really, really about status. So make sure that you're taking note of the exact signals of status in your particular market. So what I mean by this is that it can range from using Lambos in marketing to selling a course, or even having good copywriting skills when you're targeting business owners. So there's different little things, there's different little totems in each specific market that's going to signal to the specific person you're looking to get to buy from you that you are worth talking to. So this is very important. So you've probably seen these people in Lambos, and if you're watching this video, I'd imagine that you're more sophisticated than the people buying from people driving Lambos. That is because Lambos appeal to a specific type of customer, and you are not that type of customer. What's going to appeal to you is probably something a little different to what's going to appeal to someone buying a course from someone driving a Lambo. Does that make sense? Now, where this is coming from is pretty much a primal foundation that was built in order to protect ourselves from intrusions from like negative forces and stuff. So if you think about this from a primal or biological perspective, you're going to see how it might be important when you think about, if we have some idiot steering the tribe about where we're going to go and giving directions in terms of, let's go hunt, like we're going to hunt and this guy's giving directions. If you trust the wrong person, you're getting killed by a crocodile, you're getting killed by a lion, or you're going into the wrong area, and all of a sudden it's game over. And then you fast forward to today and you realize that this is a very necessary process to basically denounce people that are low status. So you want to cut through the noise and keep your guard up from frauds and scammers, etc., etc. But despite this sort of notion being really, really powerful, it's also really weak if we can overpower that instinctual drive that basically determines interaction. So we can absolutely melt prospects and cause people's mental defenses to literally fail and make them really, really receptive to you if you can figure out how to get the status edge on them with these status signals. So all of a sudden, people are going to become subject to your ideas, desires, impressions, all this stuff. So what you want to do is focus on increasing your status and using positioning and case studies to basically separate yourself from other people in the market and give yourself that prior positioning, because it's really, really important. One way to do this is with the offer itself. So this is number 2. So if you just offer the same thing as everybody else, then there's no reason that you're ever going to be treated any differently. So at this point, pretty much everyone's read $100 million offers, and you're probably going to need to look a bit outside the box to make an offer that really, really pierces the market. So if you want to make these offers that resonate really, really strongly, that's basically the main goal of any business, or it should be the main goal of any business. But the problem is that most people will just make up a random offer and then let it rip. So if that's you, then you can probably have fun staying poor. Another example of this is pretty much in Australia. So we have a bunch of snakes, right? But people will rarely die from a snake bite. This seems irrelevant, but just hear me out. So most of the time when people die from a snake bite, they are the ones who actually know more about snakes. So there's a correlation between the more you know about snakes, the more likely you are to die from a snake. And that's not just because people hang around these snakes all the time. So it's actually because the people that get bitten by a snake that know a lot about snakes will go to the hospital after getting bitten and say, hey, I just got bitten by a brown snake. I need the brown snake antivenom. But what happens then is they end up dying because they told the hospital it was the wrong snake. So AKA they have poor market research. So despite seemingly knowing more about snakes than other people initially, they still end up getting killed because they assume more than they actually know. They don't have statistically relevant data that they can go and take back into their marketing and sales processes for them to validate the information. So if you really want to validate information from the market, it needs to be overwhelming. So you cannot guess. This is the worst thing that I see business owners do, is they'll make a claim and have guessed they're guessing pain points, they're guessing what's resonating. And this is even to the point where you can't even assume that a business owner is looking for more profit, because a lot of times they might be getting too much profit and they don't know how to sustain fulfillment, or they might be, talking to too many clients and they need to hire good sales reps or something like this. So you need to really, really make sure that you're validating this. And the way to do this is to constantly be talking to, number 1, your clients, number 2, prospects. So that's inbound and outbound. Number 3 is your network. Number 4 is in low ticket courses and low ticket groups. You want to talk to the other buyers of things like this. And number 5 is in mastermind groups. So you can pay to get behind these, basically get into these rooms, and you want to talk to these people because they're obviously people that can afford to get into that room as well. So you want to ask them things like, What are the desires? Like, what do you like? If there was one thing that you could wave a magic wand and fix right now in your business, what would it be? That's a perfect one. So you can also ask stuff like, what's keeping you up at night? What's frustrating you? What's making you angry? What sort of stuff, like what sort of solutions have you tried? And why did it not work? And why did it work? Like what parts about it were positive? You also want to figure out the trends that are happening in the market because it's really important, because this is really important to drive urgency and basically scarcity and all this good stuff, is being really, really aware of what's happening in the market. Another thing that you might want to ask is, for something to work for you, what do you think it would need to include? Because then you use these suspicions in your marketing and sales processes as well. Then what you do is you can also corroborate that with ChatGPT and then basically deliver the exact solution with the exact mechanisms that they want. So obviously there's a line there where you need to deliver something that's made by you, and you basically need to use your own intuition about what's going to drive the best solution. But you only get to use your intuition when you have all of the relevant information. People basically use their intuition without any backing for the fact that it would work. You need to earn your intuition. That's a very, very key thing. And that's pretty much what it requires to make a good offer. Moving on to number 3, the third thing is that you need to focus on a small number of clients, at least initially. So with fewer clients, you're going to be able to deliver more personalized and attentive solutions, and therefore a better service. So if you're in this beginning stage, you don't want to acquire 30 clients overnight and basically just churn them because you can't pay attention to them. This is also going to hurt your market research, because even once you've closed a client, you still need to be getting information from them about how to deliver the best solution. So you want to be constantly asking for feedback. So all of a sudden you get this low number of clients that you're delivering really, really good results for, and you get a legitimate scarcity that you only work with a few people that are getting really good results and they love you. So all of a sudden it's really good for product, and it's also really good for marketing, because they're going to give you referrals if they like you that much. If you're spending that much time with them and you're building this real relationship and focusing on a long-term business with them, all of a sudden it's going to get a little bit easier compared to doing all your cold calling, etc., etc. Basically, this sort of goes back to what Naval said as well back in the day about long-term games with long-term people. This is very important. And this also simultaneously solves the agency problem where, it seems like it's just a bunch of 15-year-olds who have watched a couple Imangaji videos trying to sell Facebook ads that they haven't run before, essentially. But the other thing is that you also have to know this is all about results. So you can only scale when you can continuously drive results. So you need to just continuously add basically availability for clients. You actually do want to limit your clients. So no one's really talking about this in the market right now. You need to just make sure you're only taking on clients that you can fulfill at a really high level for. And then we get on to number 4, which is basically an asset-based selling system. So again, this is something that not many people in the market are talking about, because it's kind of like their secret edge, but there is nothing that basically builds more trust than seeing someone's face and voice on the internet. Because otherwise you're just basically a scammer and there's no accountability, especially when you're doing cold outreach. So when you deploy a content-based selling system or an asset-based selling system, you're basically able to turn a freezing cold prospect into a warm buyer in pretty much under 24 hours. So I'll make another video going about this in detail, about the exact methods and the exact copy that you're going to use in this content, in this asset-based selling system. And then basically you can just use content to establish credibility, drive value, educate customers to a high level of awareness, and warm up leads. And that is the single-handedly the most important thing to do when you're doing cold outbound. You need a lot of sales assets, basically a stupid amount of sales assets. And that's going to be the thing that gives you the best results. The reason is that there's certain beliefs that you need people to hold in order for them to buy from you. So in order for them to buy from you, they need to hold certain beliefs. The old way of instilling these beliefs was you would do it on a sales call, versus the new way is that you're doing that based on content. So all of a sudden, they're going to be coming to these calls with you and it's just kicking a deal over the edge instead of, you've got to do all this crazy Jedi mind hacks in order to convince them to buy from you. That's the old way. That's stupid. That doesn't work. People have a lot of sales resistance in 2023 and they don't like being sold to, versus if you just have a bunch of content, you can just send them all the content and say, is this relevant to you? Yes, no. And you can sort of help them make their decision with the content, and you can qualify them with content. Not only does that help you sell, it's also much more efficient than having a massive sales team. So this actually allows you to have a really, really small sales team. The key though is that the content is masterfully written. So if you can't do this properly, if the content is not compelling and valuable, just as much as it is persuasive. So you're probably going to need a full-time copywriter in order to do this to the full effect. That's where I'm seeing the trend going, because the best businesses, as you've seen, if you're watching this video, you've definitely seen the Hormozis, the Gary V's, the Grant Cardones, the Kylie Jenners of the world. It's pretty much undeniable at this point that that's where the world's going. So if that's you and you think this is valuable, what you can do is you can join my free group down below, theschool.com/sofron. That's going to have a lot of valuable resources for you that you can go in there, get your first, a couple of case studies. You can get off the ground. You can there's also content there for higher level people as well. So if you're looking to just break that plateau, then that's the perfect place for you. And I hope to see you in there. We're talking in there. We're going to be running some free live calls very, very soon. So I hope to see you in there. And talk soon. Check out the rest of the videos on my channel as well.